What is up, everybody? Today we're gonna be unboxing the Tales of franchise in general. I didn't know which one specifically to pick out, and then I realized, hey, why not just unbox the whole shebang? I have a lot of them, so this might be a longer style of video. However, yeah, why not? So, which one do we begin with? Why not start with the biggest one, from Tales of Arise? Yes. So this is quite a chonker. This is a European exclusive Hootle edition. Yes, and you have a Hootle repeating pattern around the entire box, like so. It's the same thing around every end. So the contents themselves are as follows. When I actually open the thing. 1 second. Okay, it's got suctioned in. Okay, so what was here is this. I had it on the side. But yeah, a Hootle plushie, and it has some accessory bits right here you can add to him to make him more fancy and dapper. But yeah, that's a part of it. That's what the Hootle came in. We have the game itself, Tales of Arise. Now, I never actually installed this game off the disc, because before release, Bandai Namco just sent people codes. Yeah, the codes for the Ultimate Edition of the game. So I got all the possible DLCs, and I never had to install the disc. Is there anything in there? Not that it matters, I already used the codes. Nah, nothing. It's just a standard game. Although I think the cover is different than the standard release. But yeah, it's the normal game as such. And underneath, we get the Tales of Arise art book. You pull this out. Oh, and the posters, I guess. Wait, no. I know what this is. I don't mean to betray your trust, guys. These aren't... I don't think these came with the collector's edition. I think these are like things I got at some point. Although I might be wrong. These might be content that came with the collector's edition. I'm not sure if I'm fibbing you or not. But yeah, some art here and here, Kisara and Dohalim. Like so. Okay, let me just have a flick through the collector's edition with you guys. It's a bit big. In general, this angle isn't ideal because it's kind of hard to see anything. But yeah, I'll just flick through a few pages, give you a general gist of what it looks like. Yeah, story of Dana. Often his design documents, similar collector's edition art book to the standard of what is usually included with these sorts of things. For example, like the Persona 3 collector's edition that I was showing off yesterday. It has the same kind of design philosophy for its art book, where it includes some art, but it kind of specifically is meant to incentivize you by the big art book that will come out later. But yeah, there's some stickers here. Tales of 25th anniversary stuff. Did this come with? I'm not sure if everything here is actually part of the collector's edition, and what here is stuff I might have gotten separately, because again, I lived in Japan for a while, so I must have picked up some things that I just chucked in here. But yeah, a Hootle steelbook. Very cute. Although it's less of a steel book and more of a steel case, because it just has hinges on the spine. It doesn't have a thing. But yeah, there we go. It has the soundtrack. And yeah, that is that for Tales of Arise. I'm just gonna cut right over. I'm gonna pack all this stuff back together, and I'll cut over to the next thing. Actually, just before we move on, I want to also include this little detail that I just spotted. It spells out Hootle around the whole outline of the box. Again, because of the size of this thing, it's a bit awkward to display Hootle. Yeah, and it has all those different pictures around the of Hootle around the outside. So yeah, that's all I wanted to show remaining of the collector's edition. So let's continue on with Tales of Xillia. Why not? I'm not really picking any specific order. These are small, so they're gonna be quick ones. So let's start with Tales of Xillia 1, Day 1 edition. This actually had 2 collector's editions, and I'll show you something cool in a little minute. But yeah, here's the Day 1 edition, which includes all this stuff that I'll show you just in a second. But yeah, it's nice to actually have space to actually show you this stuff. With Tales of Arise, it was genuinely very cumbersome. It took up most of the space. But yeah, let's open this up and I'll show you guys what this consists of. I apologize if you guys hear stuff from downstairs. We have some guests over. But yeah, Tales of Xillia character book. Character book, like so. And yep. We have Jude, one of my favorite characters in the Tales of franchise. I'm serious, I love this guy so much. Here he is, so much Jude. We have Mila, one of the best girls in the franchise too. She's a sweetheart. More art of her. I missed this, my man Alvin. I have used this guy as my PSN profile icon for like 10 years now, I think, or close to. Maybe 5 years actually. Maybe I'm fibbing, maybe I'm exaggerating. How long have PlayStation allowed custom profile pictures? Might have been probably a little less than 10 years, but you know, I still mean as long as that was possible, as I've had Alvin as my profile picture. Here we have Elise with her Tipo. And yeah, as I mean, this style of skits is my favorite. I love it when it's just squares jumping around. It was so fun. Yeah, we have Tipo. I don't mind showing all of this because it's like a smaller art book. But yeah. We have Leia. Fantastic. This cast in general for Tales of Xillia, like one of my favorites of all time, seriously. They're all so fun, so good. And yeah. We have the villains of the first game. No, not necessarily villains of every game. But yeah, Tales of Xillia character art book. We have the game itself, where we have the manual, which is just legal junk, and a few black and white pages explaining some junk. But yeah, here we have the soundtrack. It's just selections, so it's not the full soundtrack. But and the game itself on the back is the same as it would be on there. But before we move on to Tales of Xillia 2, I'll do a little cut here. Boom! I also wanted to show off Mila Maxwell from the Tales of Xillia Collector's Edition, which I don't own, but I have her here. Hello, it's me again. But yeah, I could just buy her separately. In Japan, they released her as a standalone figure. I also have a little Mila over here, like as a chibi. And next to her, I actually have Leon from Tales of Destiny. Very random, and also back there, Reed from Tales of Eternia. I actually have a lot of Tales of figures, including, if we jump over to here, look, who's that? It is in fact Luke von Fabre. Yes, I actually have a really cool figure of him. It's kind of hard to see because he's like way behind like all of these. Oh, I almost forgot another Jude here. As I said, a lot of Tales of figures. I have a lot of these. I might go over them some other time, but yeah, that's just the main stuff I wanted to highlight. So now that we have those figures out of the way, let's move on to Tales of Xillia 2 Day 1 Edition, which is just a nice steelbook. I remember when I got this, it was actually kind of stinky because it was used. I got it secondhand from CEX, and yeah, it just smelled like cigarettes a little bit, so I had to air it out. I put some like tissues in there, like scented tissues, and it did clear out most of it, I think. But yeah, here's the back and the contents. It's not much. It's not much. Yeah, let's take out the sleeve. Here's what it looks like. Again, not the cleanest thing, but it could be worse. And as I mentioned earlier, it's like they like to do these tins instead of actual proper steel books, but it's fine because it uses like a sleeve most of the time. But yeah, I can smell the scented tissues from here because I used so many just to try and get the cigarette smell out, and now it just smells like flowers, which is way better in my opinion. So yeah, here we have some paperwork. This is going to be a code of some sort, so I don't want to really be showing that, even though I've used it. You never know. Tales of Xillia instruction manual, which like the previous one, it doesn't really show anything besides very minimal information, and the game itself and the soundtrack, which were extras. Yeah, that's it for that collector's edition, really. But yeah, I need to put back the paperwork back into the case. But yeah, very very humble collector's edition. Not much in there. And I cannot wait until Bandai Namco re-releases this in a HD collection, because I am expecting it. Bandai Namco, please remaster these games. These are the best Tales of games in the franchise. But yeah, let's do the next one. Tales of Graces. This is about to come out again, finally getting remastered on modern platforms. However, in Europe, we had this exclusive collector's edition for the PS3. It's just actually, in hindsight, an extreme pain in the ass to store, because I'm not sure if you can tell on the video, this is long as shit. This isn't a Blu-ray case height. This is DVD size. So I think they just messed up during production. They thought they were making like... They forgot what PS3 cases were. But anyway, bonds of friendships are eternal. And here's the contents of this collector's edition. It's actually better than Xillia's, I'd say. But yeah, let's open this up. And as you can see, just hollow, empty. There's literally a gap. This shouldn't have been this long. So yeah, I actually have to store this outside of my PS3 shelf. Like, I have to store it in a completely different spot. But yeah, here we have a different cover for Tales of Graces. I think this design is different depending on if you get the collector's edition here or the standard. I think the standard one is green. But yeah, let's have a flick through the art book, which, by the way, thick. Very thick art book. We have Sophie and Asbel. The name was escaping me for a second, but yeah, Asbel and Sophie. I really liked this game, man. I really did. I know it got a lot of hate from like randos for some reason, but like, I really liked this game. What are you complaining about? This game was amazing. Of course, Tales of Graces originally released for the Nintendo Wii, re-released on PS3 in its enhanced state as Tales of Graces F. The original Wii release was apparently very buggy, from what I've heard. And the PS3 release was the corrected version with more content and epilogue, which is the F part, I would say, of this collection. And in general, it's just the definitive product. And I'm hopeful that the remaster does well. Although I don't think it's indicative of any future remasters. If it does or doesn't do well, they've already dedicated themselves to a remastered project, so they're still going to release remasters after this. But I still urge you, if you've never played Tales of Graces, Please give it a look-see, give it a shot. It's an amazing time. Has my high recommendation. I remember this was one of the earlier Tales of games that I've played, and I'll just quickly... Wait, go back. Isn't... This is a Tales of Hearts character, isn't it? Anyway, I think I'm tweaking. I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, you have some design documented. I'll speed this up a little bit just so I can quickly move over to the other stuff. Here's some fun sketchy things. Oh, and this is the actual cover art for the standard edition of the game, I think. But yeah, let's have a look over the game itself. Should be the same on the case and everything. Yep. And inside, we actually have a very robust collector's edition here with a soundtrack and a rarity in collector's editions, a behind-the-scenes disc. Yes, this is really cool, and I wish more games did this. I remember Metal Gear Solid 2 had this, a few other games. I think Final Fantasy X on PS2 also had this, but at least in Europe, by the way. This might not be the case in America, but this did happen in Europe. And yeah, it was very cool. This is definitely not supposed to be here, but I didn't know where to put this. A little badge from Tales of Graces from a gacha that I got in Japan, as you can see from the price from Kotobukiya. This actually ended up being this bloke, and I wasn't really too happy because I think he's like a very background character. I actually don't remember his name at all. Add-on content, yeah, you could get some DLC, which is funny because this is like Tales of Destiny stuff, which we never got, but exposed the code. Whatever. Expiry date 2017, so it doesn't really even matter. What code? Yeah, there's more Tales of Destiny 2 stuff, which we never got. That's like my most wanted thing for the Tales of series, is for the Japan-only titles to finally get a release. But yeah, let me just close this up, and that was Tales of Graces, the Europe-only collector's edition. So let's move over to one of the last two. Okay, I'll leave the bigger one for last, so I will quickly go over Tales of Symphonia Remastered. Yes, the recent Tales of Symphonia Remastered Chosen Edition. This cost me less than the standard release of the game, I shit you not. This was so cheap on Amazon. People didn't buy this game. People didn't want a Symphonia Remastered. But we got it from, if it says anywhere on the bottom, I'm just like scanning the details on the legal stuff, but I do not see it now. This was developed by Bandai Namco Romania, yes. So this game, this remaster was criticized for like a lot of bugs at the launch and stuff. I've played it recently. I think it's okay. I've been streaming it on and off occasionally because skipping all the dialogue, of course, and just trying to blast through it as quickly as I can because I've played this game like a few times. So yeah, did I get everything out? Nope. No, I didn't. Is that everything? Yes, it is. Okay, so let me just put the stickers here. Okay. Steelbook. Noishe. Noishe. Again, it's a tin. It's not real. It's still Steelbook. And yeah, it's pretty cute. Cute design decision. Fun fact, the logo is red here, as is every single remastered of Tales of Symphonia. However, this red logo didn't come until the PS2 release, which we didn't get in the West. The original release of Tales of Symphonia was green. Let me just give you an example. It took me a second to dig out. Yeah, but yeah, that logo is green here. This is the original PAL release of Tales of Symphonia. I don't know why I'm showing this off. I didn't mean to include this, but yeah, extra Tales of Symphonia, why not? But let's get back to the main event. I was just putting back the disc. Yeah, Tales of Oops. Tales of Oops. The code, it doesn't matter, I already redeemed it, you can't get it. Yep, nothing really inside. The disc for the game. Yeah. you should get it. It's probably still £10 on Amazon. It's very, very cheap. Some stickers here. I am not sure if I'll put these on anything ever, because I sometimes put stickers on like my laptop, but I've recently been considering like upgrading my laptop, and now I'm like really worried about like, I really want to keep the stickers that I have on there, but how do I remove them? Yeah, that's a bit of a dilemma that I'm having right now. But here we have postcards. This will be a little bit of pain to remove without tearing the thing in the middle. Though what do I care, really? Yeah, here we have it's just shots from the opening intro, really. Yeah, little cards here, like so. And here we have Lloyd himself. Boom, Lloyd. Yep. Very, very cool. This video is already 20 minutes, by the way. Holy shit, this is gonna be so long and so heavy on my computer. Holy crap. Let me just quickly pack this up. Okay, I'll do a quick cut to the final game. Okay, the final collector's edition. Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition, Premium Edition. A bit repetitive, I'd say there. But yeah, this is, I think, another European exclusive collector's edition. I think there's been a lot of those in Europe. Whilst you guys over in the US got some exclusive titles that we never got, like, you know, Tales of Destiny. We never got Tales of Destiny over here, but I had to import that. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff in the future that you never got. But yeah, this is a hefty, hefty collector's edition. The fan favorite Tales of episode is back. I think that's a little of an overstatement. I think this game is okay, but I don't know if it's like that popular amongst the community. But yeah, Tales of Vesperia, I beat it for the first time a little while ago. It was an incredible experience, I gotta say. Very, very much of a fun. Sorry for the little pause over there, I got a little distracted. Yeah, let's get all this out and have a look-see, shall we? Get everything, get all this stuff out, so much. Let's have a look for the game first. Yeah, this is a little annoying because this was released for the general European markets, where they have to slap every single fucking age rating from general Europe to Germany to Australia. I'm like, why is Australia on here? But like, whatever. I guess everything, the entire distribution was handled for like most of the world, except for the US. You guys don't get it. You guys are not getting this. For some reason. Is there any codes? No, just some ads for a statue and a game itself. So let's have a glance over at the steelbook. This time it's Repeat. Very cool, very nice, very cute. I got him smoking. Again, it's 10. And there is a lot of music in here. This entire game soundtrack is here, and it's very, very cool. Very, very nice. So yeah, I do recommend this release just because it's like an actual complete soundtrack in here. Let's have a quick look at the stickers over here. Not very many, just the main cast. I don't think there's anyone else included. But yeah, what's in here? I forget already. What was included in here? I think, oh, okay, you get a deck of cards, and some pins from the game. They're very neat, very cool. I will open the cards, actually. This will be a pain to get back together afterwards, but, you know, I don't know if I've ever actually took these out, but yeah, let's have a look at those. They're very together. Okay, there's Yuri Lowell. There is Estelle, no surname. There is Flynn, an exclusive addition to the re-release. He was not actually originally in the party at the end, but he was added in later. Same with Patsy here. Patsy was also not in the original game, but she was. There were signs that she was meant to be in the original, but she was just cut. Because a lot of stuff, there is like stuff in original Vesperia that hints towards her being there, but she wasn't. And it's very hard to tell that she wasn't when you're playing the game here, because she's such an integral part of the team. But yeah, Patty here. Repeat, our favorite dog. Actually, let me just give you a bit more time to read this. Bark. And Carol. Carol. This is how you spell Carol in Polish, by the way. Fun fact. So, or Charles. So, you know, very, very neat. Rita, our favorite gal. We love her voice actress. Same as Yukari. Very cool. Raven. Always thought he was going to backstab me, and you know, the game was interesting for sure. Gotta say. And final card, Judith. Sexy gal. Okay. And what's the next thing? The last thing we gotta show is the art book. Let me just get these cards back into the plastic sleeve. Bing bang bong. Okay, like so. It was like this, like that. Okay, right. The Tales of Vesperia Memorial Art Book. This is where the story begins. 10th anniversary illustration. Very, very cool. It's pretty thin actually. I'll just flick quickly through all of it. By the endless world laid out before them. Here we have the descriptions for each area. Very neat stuff. Brave Vesperia. Yuri, Headless Yuri, Flynn, Pete, Carol. I suppose being so in depth with the art book isn't necessarily mandatory, because like if you want to get it, you'll just, you know, you'll probably download the full PDF somewhere, but it's still very neat to have a physical of. Oh yeah, this is the American cover art. Yeah, in Europe it was different. But yeah, this is neat. This is the cover for the anime. Yeah, we got some more areas. Voice actor messages from the Japanese cast, I suppose. Yep, thank you. Still. Flynn. Very neat. I don't actually play this game with the Japanese voice acting. I know it's like an inclusion for the remaster, but I just played with English. This was very, very cool. Special comic. We have an actual manga here as well. I guess want to have a pause and read through this. But yeah, that was the Tales of Vesperia Collector's Edition. So let me just quickly pack this up. And you know what? This video was already long enough. So what does it hurt to make it just a little longer? Here I have the soundtrack release of Tales of Vesperia, which is just a few songs that I remember getting in Japan. And why am I getting this out? Just because it's a little sexy. It's just a nice release. It has the band right here, and Innocence Flow, and that is very neat. It has a little manual here with some ad stuff for the band and the Tales of franchise in general. Just a flow ad, and I right here also have the obi. Yeah, but that goes on the spine here in Japanese CD releases. Very, very neat stuff. I would love to know a way to store these so they stay on, but of course I usually just put them inside just so I don't get damaged. And a sticker of Tales of Systeria DX. Yeah, this is the anime soundtrack. Yeah, that's it. It's not Systeria soundtrack. It's the anime. But yeah, very cool. And that's where I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you very much for watching this very long video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope I didn't miss anything in my collection. But yeah, that was a very lengthy video, the longest one I've done so far, and it was very fun. I have a big love for the Tales of series, and you know, it shows. I have every single English released game in the series, and you know, I just wanted to share some love, and I hope the future is bright for the future of the Tales of series. So thank you all very much for watching, and please like, comment, subscribe, dislike it if you dislike it, and please follow me on Twitch. We need to bump the numbers. I say this all the time. And also, you know, follow me on Twitter. Support Uncle Fi if you like this content. You know, I'm doing this every day now, so it would be nice if I could, you know, get a cent out of you. Of course, I'm not begging too hard. I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. So if you don't, that's fine. I'm happy to just have you guys chatting and engaging with the content. I would be very happy to make some friends off of this as well. So if you could at least, you know, give me a follow on Twitter, and just, you know, we can become mutuals or something. It'll be fun. Anyways, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye.